Friday in quarantine. Is this like casual Friday or not? Let me know what you're wearing, I guess. um, yeah, so interesting week. And what I really want to talk about is, and this is going to affect your coaching in a huge way if you are a transformational coach, if you are a life coach, a health coach, if you are a spiritual coach, if you are any of these type of things, right? Leadership core, like basically if your main function isn't to make somebody money, then it's going to become a little bit of a challenge. And I'm going to go through what you need to do in this video, and you might not like it. So one of the things is, if you don't have a niche, if you're not focused in on a group of people in this climate, like in a downturn, again, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's just kind of what's happening, right? And you just have to, if you ignore it, then it's going to, you're just not going to know why things aren't working, right? And so that's the thing. I'm going to check my Facebook because I can't really see what's all happening here. If you are on here, because I'm on Zoom, I'm sharing my screen, and I can't see if anybody's on. So if you're on, drop a comment. If you're on the replay, just hit hashtag replay. If you're on live, hit hashtag live. What's up, Max? Good morning. Good morning. And yeah, all right. So we're just going to get right into it. So this is the thing. We talk about something called the perfect triangle. I'm just going to break this out. This is like one of the frameworks that we teach in our program. I need to full screen it so you don't get all wonky with the. So I'm going to just get into it because this is it's part of the point that we make. And if you don't have a niche, this can be super helpful for you. Boom. Not bad triangle. All right. So one of the things you have to really look at, and when you're picking your niche, you're going, and this is somebody, even if you have a niche, that you can like go back and check. You'd be like, does this check all the boxes? Maybe I'm not niched enough. And so what we tell people to do, how to pick a niche, is to figure out all the people that you make an impact with, right? And you're like, well, my thing is so powerful, I can make an impact with everybody. Cool. Well, then list everybody. And that's cool. Just list the groups of people that you can make an impact with. So, with us, our skill set, we could really work with beginner marketers. We could work with like people that have like a course that want to launch a coaching program or something out of that. We thought about doing that. So course creators, people that have they're doing one-on-one coaching, like business coaches that want to learn a leverage coaching model and attract clients that way. So business. And so we could work with all these people, and because what we do makes an impact on all these people. As you can see in this video or watching this, it's all of these things. All of these niches could be really helped using this model. Purposed, maybe what, wellness practitioners that want to launch a coaching program. So those could be another group of people, right? So we could definitely help all of these people. But then when we get down to here, which is the distinction love, you got to really look at who do you love to work with. So you make this big list, as many as you want. You can make an impact with all of them. We know it. I got it. But who do you actually love to work with? And you want to just start narrowing it down to only the people. We have a rule that we will not go out to eat with somebody or excuse me, we won't work with somebody as a client if we wouldn't invite them over for dinner. And we've invited several, we actually invited a few of our clients that live here locally to Holly's baby shower. We met up with our friend Christine and client and Christine in California. We were going to meet up with our other friend and client Seth, and it just didn't work out. And in California, in Southern California. So yeah, so it's just start naming. So well, we realized really clearly, and this is when Holly and I we went to this event, and big props to Andrea and Miller for getting us into this event, which was a Steve Farver leadership event. And Steve said something so profound. He said, "Do what you love to do in the service of people that love what you do." And after that event, we're like, oh shit. Working with all these people. Actually, we were even doing more because we were running an agency at the time. So we were working with construction workers. We were working with, franchise people. We were working like building funnels and all this stuff for all of these different niches. And there's nothing wrong with them. But what we realize is that we love working with transformational coaches, people that are helping create a transformation in their client's life, that when they work with them, their life is never the same, so that they can make this ripple effect into the world, right? And so transformational. So that's why we picked transformational coaches to work with. Let me know who are you working with currently, and what is if you have a niche, let me know who the niche is. Let me see, is anybody on here? Maybe it's a little early for people. Or maybe my thing glitched out. Who knows? You got one comment. Who would it be? Hey, you're welcome, Alice. What's up, Vaughn? What's up, David? There are a bunch of other people on here. Let me know you're on here so I know that I can drop. What's up, Mar? Long time no chat. All right, cool. So love. All right, so next is moving into the stuff that starts making, especially the empathic, really heart-centered coaches a little uncomfortable. And I'll just call it out right now. And if you're feeling like you're like wanting to turn this off, or like you got to go take a number 2, or just like you feel bodily stuff going on, it's because we're going to start talking about a little bit about money. And take on that is a internal reaction, your resistance to money. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just what you're going through currently. And so we're going to get into profit. And so this is our perfect triangle, perfect client, pyramid or triangle, whatever you want to call it. And what it allows you to do is get really clear on who this perfect client is. And so you go, okay, so profit. Now, we got all the people that you can make the biggest impacts with. And then we picked, we didn't, transformational coaches, because like we could make the hugest impact on all these people. But because we love transformational coaches, we narrowed it down to transformational coaches. And so that's why. So one thing to survive or thrive in this marketplace is getting super, super narrowed in and clear on who this perfect client is that you want to work with. So that's one thing. But what you're realizing is that even these people, even transformational coaches, the ones that are not like hyper focused, the ones that are not hyper ambitious, the ones that are not really have things rolling and really are like kind of like 5%, 2% of transformation coaches, these people, like they're the ones that they're fist fighting people in Walmart too, right? Because they have like when you're, and there's nothing wrong with this. It's literally that we revert back to all of our survival mechanisms. And you have to be really, really, really skilled in your self-awareness and to basically keep the scarcity out of your being at this point in time, right? And so if you find yourself like freaking out and like hoarding toilet paper or hoarding money and not investing back into yourself, or if you find yourself really really being extra like careful and cautious with everything, it's not your fault. It's just the what's up in this world. And like it just is, right? Okay. And there's nothing wrong with it. And it's just, you can't move forward in that space, right? And you're probably doing all kinds of stuff like, well, I need to get myself like safe right now before I can like really get back into building. And I get it. And the top achievers, the people that are really making things happen, and again, nothing wrong, it's the ones that are super, they see the opportunities. They see all the other coaches sleeping right now and like bunkering down in their house and not doing anything. The attention span, like there's so many people online right now, you have this opportunity to kind of build your audience and start building up these followers that are your clients, and all this. It's an opportunity, and the coaches that can get out of the scarcity and get out of the freaking out, and that can focus on where they want to go, are the ones that are going to thrive in this period of time. And so that's one thing, right? Or two things. So that's two, right? One is if you can get really clear on who this niche is, and you can just speak directly to, and so I know that's a scarcity thing too, because now you got stuff coming up like, well, what if these other people that are not in my perfect triangle want to work with me? Well, if they like come to you and they go, hey, I see that you only work with super ambitious, amazing people, but I don't really relate with that thing, but I really want to hire you as a coach. So you just got to ask yourself, okay, well, if I'm working with these amazing, super high level individuals, right, in this ambitious, because these are the people that buy coaches, right? People that buy coaches, there's two people that buy coaches in a downturn. People that are the top 2%, well, and then the people that are super struggling. And they're like, it's like a Mary, like I need to make this happen, or I'm gonna be stuck, or shit's gonna get really real. Super super like like in a really bad spot. And you don't have to be crushing it in your coaching business to be in this top 2%. It's more of a mindset. It's more in a focus. It's more in a ambitious, like, I don't care what's going out in the world. They can like do whatever they got going on. I'm going to make the best of this, and I'm going to thrive and not survive. I'm not going to just survive in this period of time. I'm going to actually thrive in my coaching, right? And so really, like for us, it's like it showed up, right? We booked 14 calls last week between Thursday and Friday because people were started getting just a little bit. They just start a little bit worried about how do I get online? How do I make this all work? How can I really, and it like pushed them to like really good things. Shit, we had 50% of our calls like push it off or cancel or whatever because they went into scarcity mind and they went, all right, how do I protect myself? Like growing my coaching business isn't the focus right now. It's how do I like cover the windows, and how do I pile a bunch of right? How do I make sure that I have to like learn how to homeschool these kids right now. I can't be building a coaching business too. Like, and there's nothing wrong. There's no judgments. It's just what is. It's like, where is the focus? And the top like 2%, the people that are the performers, are the ones that can, hey, I'll figure out, I can do this. I can do both. I can figure out I can homeschool these kids and handle all this stuff, and I can build my coaching business. I need to. I need to get online. I need to make this coaching online stuff work so that I can be at home and be not have to go out and into the world and like risk stuff. Like I really need to build this coaching business, because who knows when we're going to be able to leave our houses. California just locked down the whole state. You can't go nowhere. Like, holy shit. Like, what are you going to do? And so I'm just going to check to see if there's any comments. What's up, Sue? What's up, Max? What's up, Christy? What's up, Liz? So the 2%, so there's two people that buy, like I said, buy coaching. So you got to really take a look at this. And I know, Sue, you're watching this. So, and Sue's one of my clients. So I'd recommend, hey, Sue, who do you know that is your top influential friends and that actually have money that would be like, but maybe they know people. Maybe reaching out to them and saying, hey, who do you know that is in my world, in my triangle, that would need help in this period of time, that is in this top, the ones that are, they're doubling down on their skills. They have the resources to be able to invest. Those type of things. Okay, so that's the profit. So profit is, who are the clients out of this list that are still in the love area? So what we do is transformational coaches, and now we just got to take a look at which ones are the ones that are going to actually have the resources to pay us. And so transformational coaches that are making already $5K a month, 5 to 10K a month, so they can definitely benefit from what we're doing. They have the money, but because they're actually protecting their downside, because they're making 5 to 10 right now, but they could go to 0 because half of their clients just freaked out and are hoarding because they're not in this 2%. So they're actually bombarding, the windows and stuff like that, instead of investing into transformational coaching. So they come to us and they say, okay, I'm doing good, but I could very well like my clients could all drop off and I'm screwed, right? I'm back down to like 2-3K a month or whatever. And so how do I get more of these 2% clients, the ones that are super ambitious, the ones that are doubling down right now on their skills, the ones that are like, I have the resources, right? The profit, they have the money, but they don't have the skills to handle the situation. Maybe they're freaking out, but they have the money to pay for free. That's the other side. So super scarcity can be okay if you can get them into the right frame of mind. If you can get them out of the scarcity and like into, because you can shift them, right? You can shift them from scarcity to in your marketing, right? So that's what one of the things we help you do is create marketing that shifts people from this fear into like a thriving mindset, and because through content and through conversations, how do you shift them into focusing in the right direction, into a way that's going to actually be empowering for them and not living in scarcity? How do you find those two people? It's all messaging. Just enroll another coach. Yes, Liz. Sue, I'm not going to say no. If you got somebody that's like, I'll pay you more for one-on-one coaching and you're not like maxed on your clients, absolutely do one-on-one coaching. Yeah, so great job, Liz. That's amazing. Rock on. So Mara asks, how do you find these 2% clients? Well, it all comes down to the impact messaging blueprint. And so what we do is and Sue, you can attest to this, is you go through, and first you get really clear on who the person is, right? You get clear on that, and then you figure out what the messaging is that is going to speak directly to those people, right? Who is going, the messaging that's going to, that's relevant to now, right? How can you be relevant to what's going on out there and still be compassionate, right? I feel like I hopefully I was able to tread that line with really kind of poking you in the face a little, like boom, 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 of like what's going on, and like and that you need to make a shift, and if you don't make a shift, that it could be really rough. And but like, how do you do that with your marketing without being super insensitive? So there's going to be some people that are just super sensitive that will watch this and go, fuck you, dude. I don't even want to be like, get away from me. Like, because their feelings are going to get hurt, because this is like some really straight talk, right? And this is getting really kind of straight with people, that there is some stuff going on. And if you don't shift, it's going to be very challenging. So that's what's up. Anybody? So Mara, did that answer your question? So we, like I said, we work with it's all about your messaging. It's about your process. Where do those people hang out? Should we call out for one-on-one? Sue, if you have somebody right now that'll pay you top dollar for one-on-one coaching, go do it. And if you're not maxed on your time, especially because you have a bunch of time, you're not like, you're not out doing Reiki sessions and doing your other stuff. So I would go rock some one-on-ones for sure. Get some cash flow in. Why not? I'm just seeing if there's any other responses. Anybody else have any questions? Got a bunch of on and coaches for transformation. Drop a comment. Let me know you're here and if this is making sense for you. Cool. All right. So any other questions, concerns? How about, like, I'm not really sure about this, Chad. Like, really, like, did you miss it a little bit? Maybe I can recap a little bit. There's a bunch of people on. So this is the thing, is if you want help really diving deep into this, who this perfect triangle is, and then helping with your messaging, right? We have the impact blueprint that is going to help you create impact through your messaging out into the world, so you can create that ripple effect, right? And really make a difference. Reach out, let's have a conversation, and we can really work with you to hone that in. Get really clear on that niche. Who biggest impact with? How can you aim a little higher? How can you aim your gun up a little bit higher with the people that actually have the money to invest, the ones that are investing right now into coaching? Because if you're naming it, well, one, you're going to, if you're aiming at these people, the ones that are in the super scarcity, one, they're in the closet, like freaking out right now. So you're gonna have to wait a little bit of time for them to come out, and that's, again, there's no judgments here. It's just what's going on. And then there's also a situation is they probably don't have the money to pay you right now. They have money to buy toilet paper because they bought $1,000 worth of toilet paper and it's shoved in their garage. So they're not investing in coaching right now. So how do you target this top 2% of people? How do you target the ones that are super ambitious, the ones that are going after it regardless? They're like, yes, I get that there's life stuff going on out there. I get that there's like a pandemic and all this stuff. And it's like, it's not going anywhere. And I need to serve my family. I need to take care of them financially. I need to be able to do something from home that is going to make a difference so it's like you have this option of, like, if you're an offline coach right now, you can somehow figure out how to get like a job online or something, or you can start doing things that are not your purpose, or you can figure out how to run your coaching online. And that's what we do. We help transformation coaches cut through the confusion, putting it all together so that they can create the online system that attracts these 2% clients. All right. Peace out. Appreciate you. All right. I will talk to you later. This is going to go all wonky for a second, and I love you. How do I get out of it? I guess I got to stop sharing first. There we go. All right.